So guys, sunset, it's almost sunset, and we are going to take a walk and make this video possible. We'll see us next time. Well, let me go. It's heavy.
Where are we going?
We're going on the train. So, I want you to know, I don't even know how the title of the video is gonna be, but I'm just gonna tell you my experience on going from 0 to 6 figure by now. And it took me 3 years around, or even more. What I can say already from the beginning, it's not easy at all, but all it took was love. And even though sometimes people don't relate love to business or business to love, but actually they are all together, and that's what people do not understand. I'm constantly saying that money is love and love is money, and people go against me and almost want to kill me because this perception is very wrong. There is no such thing, or there is no such thing of wrong or good or bad or correct in this universe. There's only what you perceive in your own truth to be real or not. So, for example, if you live in nature and there's no, for example, the place where you are, there's no laws, there's no government, there's no nothing, there's only the laws of nature. Is somebody gonna judge you or anything if you kill anybody there? No. So it's only your perception that will make you wrong or good or bad or correct. So this is just a false perception of what we have lived. So what I want to say with that is that I had to go against everyone and everything that I thought I knew. Everything we learn, everything that our parents taught us, they are just teaching us what they taught them. So you don't even know if that's correct or not. Sometimes could be, sometimes not. So we cannot give this 100% trust and take on that for our lives, because each one's life, it's very different from each one's experience. And we should never take the same path that our parents did. Even if that's what you choose to be, and that's what you like. There's smell of shit, animal shit for our plants. For example, this is kind of heavy, man. I have to change the hand. This is so heavy, man. How you can vlog with this? By the way, I'm vlogging with the new GH5 that I just got. But this shit's heavy, man, compared to my other camera setup, which was the 800D. Okay, so you want something cinematic, then I have to make more muscle in my arm. There's the river that goes there. So they have the lucky to have a river here on the side. Yeah. To fertilize the land. So lucky. Sheesh. With a house here nearby would be cool. We take the water and then transform into electricity. So I had to go against everyone and everything, even against my own family, in order to achieve where I am. Because one of the main reasons is that I have awakened. And to conciliate the spiritual awakening with something from the system, which is like YouTube and all of that, it's very difficult, you know. And then you want to correlate all of this together as one, and people do not believe in the same what you believe. People say you are crazy because because all of this is happening through YouTube, and that's why it's not easy, because you have to go against everyone's core belief. No, right now it's much easier to believe in this because there's much more people now doing that. So the YouTube is becoming more known to everyone, so it's much more easy to believe. But on the time I started, which was 3 years ago, well, more, 4 years ago, but when I really started with my channel of music, Lovemotives, the belief was not so, was very low, and my mom was like, how do you want to make money with something online like YouTube through the views? She couldn't understand, and that's why it's kind of hard to achieve and to make it, your life. So I came out from Switzerland, and then I went to France, to the house of my mother, after 6 years or 7 years. I went out of my home at 18 years old, of Portugal, then went to Spain, and then started my own life with my older brother. Then something happened to him and he went to jail. Then I had to sustain myself, and then that's where I started to engage with the real world and learn all I can and become who I am today. So that's a very long story that needs like 3 books, a trilogy of books to explain all of that. But one thing that I'm gonna make in another video, so stay tuned for that, is what caused my spiritual awakening, which is very important. Each one's lives is different, but it's certain that if you take this same thing that I did, it could help you a lot. If it causes you a spiritual awakening, yeah, even better. But if not, then it would still help you with anything else. Now, everything I started on YouTube made me achieve 6-figure now, and I hope soon. I don't know when, I'm not waiting, but watch. So this shit's getting very heavy. Fuck. So heavy. So let's go back to the real deal. So I wish soon to achieve 7-figure. Now, I don't want to stay only with YouTube, but at least you are knowing now that it is possible to achieve the life you wish, and YouTube is one of them. So that, as you know, YouTube is like the second, let's say, social online site, or most search and most visit in the world. And the first is Google. So if Google owns YouTube, then both are together. So or Google or YouTube. Or you search something on Google, or you search something on Google and directs you to YouTube to watch a video, or you search directly on YouTube. So either one or the other, it will turn your life into a total independent life, which is what I made my life to be. So I quit a job in the restaurant, which I was working like near 16 hours per day in the summer season. And of course it was not a vegan restaurant, so I was like suffering. But that's not the theme of the story. But I just want you to know that I went to my boss without even have started YouTube for real, without having any other income, and I said to him, look, I want to quit the job. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. So the confidence of your own self is the main reason how you can achieve any expectation of your life. Of course, you're not going for the expectations. You're not aiming for the expectations. You are aiming for the objectives of your life, of becoming something that you really wish to be, and not something that somebody tells you to be. So that's what I went from somebody telling to be, which could be anyone, even your mother, your father, or your brother, a friend, somebody, or the life itself, saying, no, you are good with, showing you that you are a good worker, so you should stay there, even if you are not happy. That's life. No, that's not life. Life is what you choose to be. And that's when life starts. For me, it was when I had my spiritual awakening, because that's the most important thing that ever happened in my life. If I didn't have a spiritual awakening, I'm not sure if I would be able to have the life or any life compared to what I am having now. Because it really opens all the doors to every possibility in a way, in a healthy way, and in a promised way where God is included. So it opened the highest connection between me and God. So there's no price for that. There's nothing. There's just, it's the best, So how to achieve that? Now, you have to find what truly inspires you to become the best what you can be. Now, this thing could be difficult for some, but this is just like when you are used to judge somebody by its appearance or anything, you say, oh, this guy is not even very friendly, or this guy doesn't have good clothes on, or this guy is dirty, or this guy is looking very clean, whatever. Try to do that to yourself. Look to yourself in the mirror and say, what do you see? When you start to almost judge yourself by looking to yourself from the perspective of another person, you will start to see that you are not what you think you are. You are something else. And that's when you start to wake up and say, what? I thought I was this, but I'm not, because you are. If you have something to judge on you in a way of growth, of course, you're not gonna put yourself down. Sometimes you just look to other person and you say, this person, man, has a good car, a good life, a good person, like in a couple, and whatever more, then you have to do that to yourself. Of course, not in the material way that I'm saying. It's just for you to understand how you can look to your own self. And you start to see, what do I really have, actually? Do I have enough love in my life? Do I love myself, actually? Do I love the persons that are around me or not? Am I usable in this life? Am I like responsible enough to take responsibilities in this life? And start to make these questions to yourself. And when you start to have these answers, you can even write them on a paper. When you start to have all these answers of who you really are, you will start to observe and absorb into you. And that will start to make yourself. And when you have that, living with that answers in you, and knowing that answers are you, you will instantly live as that. So you will become that. And when you start to fight and do your life as that, you will become that. And that's what I did. I started to speak that questions and everything I asked to God. And I started to receive the answers through lots of meditation. So, of course, spiritual awakening happened through something that was shown to me because I was already seeking for the truth. And that's where the thing differs. When you search for the truth, that's where the things start to be shown to you. Because if you live a life full of lies, you will never be shown the truth. Now, if you seek the truth always, and you are not a liar, you will naturally receive the truth. And when you ask deeply enough through your own gratitude for life, and seeking the truth is what Jesus Christ did, and all the spiritual masters did. They seeked for the truth, and that's what you receive. You receive the way, the path to that. So, when you start that, you can start to receive certain message and ways how to become something that you wish in your life. And when I did that, through a lot of meditation, God was shown to me. And of course, you can still achieve whatever you wish, even if I'm start talking about money or abundance. You can still achieve without being spiritual. I'm just saying my own experience. So if you want to judge, but I'm just telling my own experience. There's a lot of rich people over there, right there, that are not even spiritual, you know. But I'm just telling you that knowing the truth, it will open infinite ways of becoming what you really wish to be. And that's what's most important. If you are living a life full of abundance, and yet you are still depressive because something is missing, that means the spirituality part of yourself is still not awake. And that's a problem, because then no matter what you do, no matter what you receive, it will never be enough, because the truth is not living with you. So my spiritual awakening is all about the truth that I was seeking. Call it how you want. Spiritual awakening, the truth, love, God, whatever. It's still the truth. So I just wanted the truth. I didn't want to receive more lies in my life. And that's what made the difference. Now, I'm not gonna tell you exactly all the steps you need to achieve there, because everyone and everything is gonna be different. I'm just telling you the most important things that triggered the growth, spiritual growth, human growth, life, family, love, everything. You see, there's a big difference of waking up the same time every day and going to the fucking work that you hate, and you are just doing it to get the money, and then you say, yeah, that's life. No, man, it's not life. That's what I always ask myself, ask God, ask everything I could. I say, but that's not life, man. That could not be life. That's not all that exists, you know. There must be something else out there that makes us living something that we love. Not that we have to do something obligated. That means like we are in a prison, and that's what I never wanted to accept fully as my life or as life itself. So I always seeked something different, and that's what made me arrive to where I am now, where we are now,
这是
and where we are now.
We are
Another one
another.
to prove. A living proof. You see, that's how we multiply.
We don't die.
Love multiplies. Now, don't come with the bullshit of, yeah, what about the ones that kill each other and shit. This is not love, man. This is not love. This is everything else but not love. One thing is, you love truly from the deepest of your heart, and you have this spiritual touch in you, or spiritual truth in you, that will make this love the real love. Now, the physical or the human love or earthly love that everyone calls love could be the thing that is wrong, because it shouldn't be called love. For example, many people have so many problems with money, so that's something that I also have to teach. You cannot expect to hate money. The baby is not liking the money talk. Little baby is moving Karate Kid. You cannot expect. Maybe he's also walking and jumping. He's like, yee, we are walking. Yee. We are in nature. Wait, nature? Yeah, this is a field. Train station. Yeah, nature. There's some trees. Everything was renewed, but still smells of pollution here. Yeah. If in the Philippines smells of pollution, and here it still smells, imagine what kind of life we are having through our nose. What the fuck's that?
Party?
Where's the music coming from? So loud.
There's a dog. There's a dog.
Where? So, you cannot expect
It's so
to
weird.
become, let's say, millionaire or abundant with life, with money, and hate money at the same time. There's something that you have to change completely in your life. You can only be abundant if you don't hate money, if you accept money as it is, as a tool to achieve things here on earth. That's all. You gotta accept money, man. And you want something better? Love money. And that's where money comes to love and love comes to money. That's a basic rule that abundant people, millionaire people, billionaire, trillionaires, they have to do. Love money. Now, there's too much love for money, which is also not good, because it's a tool. You should not love a tool like more than someone that you love, right? Because it's just a tool. So you have to love in a way of acceptance. That's all. Not like hating or judging. Money is bad for this, money is bad for that. That's how you hate. And that's how you hate yourself to be abundant. How would you expect to be abundant if you always talk shit about money? You cannot. For example, how you want to be loved by someone if you always talk shit about that someone? You cannot, right? It's something, it's the same thing. Even if money is a tool, you have to accept it as the same as you accept one person. Once upon a time we were walking here near Vine and we were scared by a black dog. Stay there. So, yeah, you gotta love money, man. Love money and nothing will happen to you, man. It's okay. It's life, man. If you want to be abundant, man, love money. Never love money more than someone else, like your family or something, but accept. So that's the best word, accept, because acceptance, forgiveness, and love, that's the trilogy of life. And when you go higher than that to the supreme level, then it's all about unconditional forgiveness, unconditional acceptance, and unconditional love. Now, on earth, with the money, you should have conditional love, conditional acceptance, and conditional forgiveness. Air conditioning. Yeah, it's something like that, you understand. It's like the difference between unconditional and conditional. Of course, you're gonna love money with certain conditions. You're not gonna put money in front of everything. But when we are talking about unconditional love, then you have to put unconditional love in front of everything. That's what I mean. So, yeah, the basic rule is meditation. It's a big step for you to become who you wish to be. Then second, if you can, it's a saint. Spiritual awakening. Second, meditation. Of course, sometimes you have a spiritual awakening with meditation, so it's not even first or second, I'm just saying what I remember now, the steps. So one of them is spiritual awakening, another one is meditation, the third is the acceptance of money as a tool of life, and that is what you wish to receive in order to become abundant. For example, with money you can make someone happy, like I'm doing with my mom. I said to my mom, "Mom, you are already more than 50 years old. I don't want you to work for something that you hate to do. I prefer you do what you love to do, what you wish to be, and I'm gonna help you with that because you helped me in the entire life." So it's like you give and receive, and you receive, you give. That's something that nature does. So if you repeat the same steps of nature in your life, it's also going to work for you, because that's how life works. The business, everything, everyone has to follow the same. And who does not follow could have some success, but one day it will fail. because it's not following the steps of life, the circle of life. That's what happens, tsunamis and all of these nature response, aggressive responses, it all has to do with not following the steps of life, the circle of life. That's what causes that. If you go against nature, nature one day will take everything back. So, for instance, if you start to dig and clear and occupy space in Amazonia, you're done, man. One time you're gonna receive that. And how aggressive it is, it has to do with the karma, right? Yeah, that's karma. When you deal with the nature karma, man, it's very dangerous. Because to nature take its thing back, it's very fast. It's like tsunami, earthquakes. There's like more than multiple ways to do that or to make that happen. I think he used to be the one who I played as a child.
He's not, what is it? A priest?
Pleased?
Priest?
No, it just has his robe or something.
They have a lot of flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Oh my god. So bad.
And yeah, I think you are not in focus. Yeah, live life, man. Awaken the beast and the angel within you. Not just the beast or not just the angel. You have to wake.
You're pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. We are sharing pregnancy. So I think that's it for now, guys. And
because we're home.
we are home and I already spoke. So let's do it. You can do it. It's not a photo. So guys, beautiful souls.
So guys.
I couldn't finish the video before because the camera, I'm still getting used to the camera. Didn't want to focus and now it's in focus because I turned off and turned on. It's kind of strange, maybe it's the lens, I don't know. It's not important. The important is we wanted to finish the video and let us know if you want us to do a video of something that you want to know about our life or about anything, and then when I read the comments I might consider to do a video. So that's very interesting. You can leave that in the comment section below, and we hope to see you in the next video. And stay fit, stay healthy, and we love you.
Staying alive.
Stay alive. You see, she gives a nice advice. Stay alive. Yeah, it's actually, if you are just like, where's the guy jumping from the thing? So she gives you nice advice because stay alive means, where's the play here? So try to stay alive for the next video. Don't just jump over. The guy will not sleep good for the next 1 week.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay cool guys and stay alive till the next video at least. Namaste.